are you today? I thought we would start off with a little bit of water and a little bit of coffee. These are two of my favorite things, as you know, and lots of water is important. So I'm gonna practice what I preach. It's kind of early. It's daylight savings today, so it's earlier than the time is saying it is, which everyone's asleep in the whole house. I just made my coffee. I'm waking up and the whole house is full. I've got Jax, Jay, James, Richie all upstairs snoozing, and I'm up. And that is such a nice feeling when I get to start my day by myself, knowing everyone's gonna wake up and we're all gonna be together. That's my day. I'm so excited. So anyway, I'm gonna have a little coffee with you. Ah, that's nice. So I think we'll start with a gentle stretch. We're gonna do a very gentle workout. I'm sitting on a cushion and I'm just gonna start off leaning in. And checking in with my body because I literally just woke up. I'm still in the little sweater that I slept in with another sweater over it because it's under 30 degrees here and the radiators keep up, but the kitchen is cold. Okay, so just ease into your morning, stretch your legs. And right now, this is a double stretch because I'm stretching my knee, I'm stretching my hip. I'm also doing a little stretch here of my hamstring. And this doesn't look very intense, but because I'm not limber at all, it's a little more intense than it looks. I can't touch my toes, you know that. And I don't think you can either. And that's okay because we're still gonna stretch. We're still gonna enjoy our stretches. I'm all about doing what feels good. And so we're here every day doing something that feels good and not doing things that don't feel good because that's not gonna serve us. Okay, so now put both feet together. Ooh, that feels really good. I'm just gonna butterfly my legs a little bit and lean into the butterfly. That is a book I would read. That's a movie I would watch, probably a nature film. Lean into the butterfly. Oh, that just feels so nice. Now I'm gonna do this and do a little namaste. Ooh, except we're gonna call it mama stay. Nice. Lean your neck to the right. Ooh, lean your neck to the left. Do a little twist. Oh. Do a little twist in the other direction. And have a sip of coffee. That's what I'm gonna do. Ah, that's good. Okay, so we're being super gentle with ourselves today. So now I'm gonna get rid of this pillow, but this pillow really made a lot of difference in how comfortable I was on the floor. And so I'm gonna keep using it. I'm gonna put it right here behind my head. And now I'm just gonna do that gentle walking motion that you and I like to do upright, but I'm gonna do it from this position. Very gentle, very simple. Just waking up my legs, taking advantage of the stretching I just did. So my body's a little bit warmer than it was when I got here. Good. And now I'm just gonna pull my knees in and hug them and gently rock. Good, and now I'm gonna do a spinal twist. Very gentle spinal twist with my head relaxing on the pillow, which feels fantastic. Oh, and I'm gonna breathe in deeply while I'm in my stretch. I'm gonna spinal twist to the other side and breathe in deeply again. Good. And then I'm gonna sit up a little bit, just a little, and I'm gonna do the kicks again, but this time from a position in which I'm sitting up at, let's say this is 45 degrees or so. Good. And while I'm doing this, I'm checking in with my shoulders. So I'm working out my abdomen and my legs, but I'm also just doing a shoulder check-in to see how my shoulders are doing. And they're doing fine, but you know, I've got this pesky thing with my right shoulder, and my right shoulder is saying, hey, I can tell you're doing some work, and I don't think you warmed me up quite enough. So I'm gonna keep doing the legs, maybe for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. And then I'm gonna sit up, and I'm gonna I'm gonna get my pillow back because that is key. Ooh, so nice. The pillow is just awesome. That little bit of a lift makes a difference. It helps me keep my spine super straight, and it makes this butterfly position much more comfortable. And now I've done a little bit of work with this shoulder, and the shoulder is saying, hey, I didn't like that. I wanna do a little more stretching. So I'm gonna do this shoulder rotation, a seated shoulder rotation, and then I'm going to do a seated shoulder rotation on this side. Good. And then I'm going to put both arms behind my back and rock with my arms behind me. Oh, and my neck feels great. This is opening up the shoulders, and the neck is taking some benefit. And meanwhile, my spine is loosening further because of the rocking motion. And my hips are opening because of the butterfly. So much is happening, even though this is such a simple motion. Now I'm gonna take this arm and pull it into this position because it's been extended backward. Now I'm gonna extend it forward, just increasing the range of motion of my shoulders. And it's not just the range of motion, it's the happy range of motion. My shoulders have a fine range of motion, but sometimes they do their exercise unhappily. So the more I warm up, the happier the muscles are to do the thing that they can do. So that's part of what I'm doing here, is just allowing my muscles, the heat and the limberness to do what they do happily. And a little more rocking. I'm really enjoying that rocking motion. Now I'm gonna put my feet forward, and I'm not gonna put them straight. I'm gonna just put them forward like this and lean into a bent knee forward stretch. And what's happening here is I'm just stretching my hams just a little bit, checking in with my knees, checking in with my calves. My calves are very happy. They never complain, which is nice. Oh, feels good, but I'm giving my legs just a little bit of a rub down, getting that circulation going after a night of deep sleep in which I slept in a non-optimal position, which is to say I woke up stiff. It's a fancy way of saying I woke up stiff. And maybe it's not that there's one optimal position, maybe it's just optimal to toss and turn a little bit, so that when you wake up in the morning, you weren't in the same position all night. You moved around a little bit. I think we give moving around in the night a bad rap. I think it's probably great for our bodies when we don't stay in one little cocoon all night long. I think our bodies like to move a little this way, move a little that way, turn our head that way, turn our head that way, and then we wake up and we're like, oh, my body feels great. And that's because we were sort of passively stretching all night long. But on those nights like last night where I just had a great, super deep night of sleep, but woke up with my neck like this, and my neck's like, oh no, you didn't. So my neck's not as happy as you would think it would be after a deep night of sleep. Okay, so we're going to lean this way. Good. This is a final lean in to get our hams one more time. Check into our legs one more time. And guess what else we're gonna do one more time? We're gonna have a drink of water one more time. Here we go. Okay. So how you wake up is important. And what you give to your body when you wake up is important. And it's not enough to just go make your coffee. It's a lot. It definitely helps. But I went, I made my coffee, and then I woke up my body. So I gave my body a similar type of stimulation, and that was stretching. And now my body feels awake and ready for the day. And my mind does too. So I hope you can use this, and I will see you tomorrow.